The living room glows under the soft amber of a late afternoon sun, its rays spilling through the bay window and casting long shadows across the hardwood floor. I'm sprawled on the old leather sofa, the kind that creaks with every move, flipping through the Sunday paper. The smell of garlic and rosemary wafts from the kitchen, where Emma's humming a tune I can't quite place. It's one of those moments you don't realize you'll miss until it's gone. "John, you want mashed potatoes or roasted?" Emma calls out, her voice bright, like she's got the whole world figured out. "Roasted," I reply, not looking up from the sports section. "Always roasted." She laughs, and I hear the clink of pots and pans. This is us, simple, steady, a rhythm we've perfected over 10 years of marriage. Emma's a graphic designer at a mid-sized marketing firm, and I'm a high school history teacher. We're not rich, but we're happy. At least we were. That night, as we sit down to dinner, Emma's practically vibrating with energy. Her green eyes sparkle under the chandelier, and her hands can't stay still, fidgeting with her fork. "John," she says, leaning forward, "I got the call today. They're promoting me. Regional director. Can you believe it?" I freeze, my fork halfway to my mouth. Regional director? That's not just a step up, it's a leap. "That's incredible, Em," I manage, forcing a smile. "You've earned it." She beams, her face radiant with pride. "It's everything I've worked for. New office, bigger team, more responsibility. They're even giving me a company car." I nod, but there's a knot in my gut I can't explain. Maybe it's the way her voice shifts when she talks about the job, like it's the only thing that matters. Or maybe it's the way she doesn't ask how my day was, something she's done every night for years. I push the thought aside. This is her moment. I'm not going to ruin it. But as the weeks pass, the cracks start to show. Emma's up before dawn, her side of the bed cold when I wake. She's home late, her briefcase stuffed with files, her phone buzzing with emails. The kitchen, once her sanctuary, sits untouched. Takeout containers pile up in the fridge. I try to keep things normal, cooking dinner, keeping the house tidy. But it's like I'm living with a ghost. One night I'm grading papers at the dining table when she storms in, her heels clicking against the floor. She's in a tailored blazer, her hair pulled back so tight it looks painful. "John, you wouldn't believe the day I had," she says, not looking at me as she pours a glass of wine. "The board loved my pitch. They're talking about expanding my region." "That's great," I say. But she's already scrolling through her phone, her fingers flying across the screen. "Hey, Em, maybe we could—" "Not now, John," she snaps, her tone sharp enough to cut glass. "I've got a call with the VP in 10. I swallow hard, the words I want to say lodging in my throat. Who is this woman? Where's the Emma who used to curl up with me on the couch, laughing at bad rom-coms? I tell myself it's temporary, that she's just adjusting to the pressure. But deep down, I know something's wrong. Why won't she talk to me? Why does it feel like I'm losing her? The house feels emptier every day, even when Emma's home. Her new job has turned her into someone I barely recognize. She's traded her cozy sweaters for sleek power suits, her soft smiles for a calculated grin. She's always on, always performing. And me? I'm just the guy in the background watching her slip away. It's not just the late nights or the constant phone calls. It's the little things. The way she rolls her eyes when I suggest a weekend hike, something we used to love. The way she talks over me at dinner, her voice loud and commanding, like she's addressing a boardroom. She started hanging out with new people, executives, investors, names I've never heard before. Our old friends, the ones who stood by us through tough times, are suddenly beneath her. One Saturday, I'm in the garage fixing a leaky pipe when I hear her car pull into the driveway. She's on the phone, her voice carrying through the open window. "No, Mark, I don't care what they think. I'm running this show now." She laughs, a cold, unfamiliar sound. I pause, my wrench still in hand. Who's Mark? And why does she sound so ruthless? That night I try to talk to her. She's at the dining table, her laptop open, papers scattered everywhere. I start, sitting across from her. Can we talk for a sec? She doesn't look up. What's up? I'm swamped. It's just, you've been different lately. Distant. I'm worried about you. She sighs, finally meeting my eyes. John, I'm fine. This is what success looks like. You wouldn't get it. Her words hit like a slap. Wouldn't get it? I've supported her through every late night, every deadline, every tearful breakdown. But now I'm the one who doesn't understand. I want to push back, to demand answers, but I don't. Instead, I nod and retreat to the living room, my heart pounding. Why am I letting this slide? Why can't I just tell her how I feel? Maybe it's because I still see glimpses of the old Emma, the way she tucks her hair behind her ear when she's nervous, the way she hums in the shower. I tell myself she'll come back to me. She has to, but the signs keep piling up. I find receipts for expensive dinners I wasn't invited to, emails from colleagues praising her bold decisions. One night I overhear her on the phone again, her voice low and conspiratorial. We'll push it through before anyone notices, she says. No one's going to question me now. My stomach churns. What's she hiding? And why do I feel like I'm the only one who sees it? I can't ignore it anymore. Emma's not just changing, she's spiraling. Her new role has given her power, but it's also made her reckless. I start paying closer attention, piecing together the puzzle. Her company's making risky moves, big investments, shady partnerships. I'm no expert, but I know enough to see red flags. One evening, I'm in my home office, scrolling through her company's public filings. There's a deal she's spearheading, something about offshore accounts and rapid expansion. The numbers don't add up. I dig deeper, finding forum posts from industry insiders whispering about audits and investigations. My pulse races. Is Emma caught up in something dangerous? Or is she the one pulling the strings? I want to confront her, to shake her awake, but I hesitate. She's so consumed by her new world, so convinced she's untouchable. If I push too hard, will I lose her for good? So I stay silent, watching as she throws herself into the chaos. She hosts lavish parties at our house, filling our home with strangers who talk in jargon and sip overpriced wine. I stand in the corner, nursing a beer, feeling like a guest in my own life. At one of these parties, I overhear a conversation that stops me cold. Two of Emma's colleagues are whispering in the hallway. She's playing with fire, one says. If this goes south, she's done. The other laughs. She thinks she's invincible. Let her crash. My blood runs cold. What are they talking about? And why does it feel like time's running out? I start keeping a file. Screenshots, emails, anything that might help me understand what's happening. I tell myself I'm protecting her, but the truth is, I'm terrified. Terrified of what she's become. Terrified of what she's risking. Every night I lie awake staring at the ceiling, wondering, should I speak up? Or is my silence the only thing keeping us together? It happens faster than I expect. One morning, Emma comes home at dawn, her face pale, her hands trembling. She collapses onto the couch, her designer coat crumpled around her. "John," she whispers, her voice barely audible. "It's over." "What's over?" I ask, my heart pounding. "The company. They're auditing everything. My deals, my decisions, they're all under scrutiny. If they find what I did..." She trails off, tears streaming down her face. "I could lose everything. The job, the money, our house, everything." I sit beside her, my mind racing. What did she do? How deep does this go? But instead of asking, I take her hand. "We'll figure it out," I say, even though I'm not sure I believe it. The next few days are a blur. Emma's a wreck, alternating between panic and denial. She spends hours on the phone with lawyers, her voice rising with every call. I try to comfort her, but she pushes me away. "You don't understand, John," she snaps. "This is my life." But I do understand. I've seen this coming for months. The late-night calls, the secretive emails, the way she brushed off my concerns. I could have stopped her. I could have spoken up. Why didn't I? Was I too afraid of losing her? Or was I waiting for her to crash, hoping it would bring her back to me? As the investigation deepens, the truth comes out. Emma's been cutting corners, approving deals she shouldn't have, all to prove she could handle the pressure. The company's on the brink of collapse, and she's the one they're blaming. Reporters camp outside our house, their cameras flashing like vultures circling a carcass. Emma's name is plastered across headlines. Rising star or reckless fraud. She's breaking, and I can't watch anymore. It's time to act. I've been preparing for this moment, even if I didn't admit it to myself. While Emma was chasing her empire, I was building a safety net. I've consulted with a lawyer, moved our savings to a secure account, and gathered evidence that could protect her from the worst. I'm not a hero. I'm just a man who loves his wife, even when she's lost her way. One night I sit her down. She's a shadow of herself, her eyes hollow, her hands shaking. "Emma," I say, "you're not alone in this. I've been working on a plan." She looks at me, confused. "What are you talking about?" I lay it out. Every step I've taken, every document I've saved. I found a way to shield our assets, to negotiate with the company's creditors. It won't save her job, but it'll keep us from losing everything. I saw the signs, I admit. I should have said something sooner, but I didn't want to push you away. Emma's eyes fill with tears. "Why didn't you tell me? Why did you let me fall?" "Because I believed in you," I say. "And I still do." It's not easy. The weeks that follow are grueling. Meetings, negotiations, sleepless nights. But slowly we claw our way back. Emma cooperates with the investigation, taking responsibility for her mistakes. The company survives, but she's out. The headlines fade, and the reporters move on. In the end, we're different, but we're together. Emma's softer now, humbled. She starts painting again, something she hasn't done in years. We take walks in the park, holding hands, talking about the future. One night as we sit on the porch, she turns to me. "Thank you," she says, "for staying silent when I needed to learn, and for speaking up when I needed you most." I smile, my heart full. "Sometimes," I say, "silence is the loudest thing you can say."